Have you ever wondered why, even after taking all those magnesium supplements, you still wake up feeling tired, achy, or weak? You're doing everything right. Or at least you think you are. Yet your muscles still feel stiff in the morning, your energy dips through the day, and recovery after a workout takes forever. Well, here's something most people don't know. Magnesium alone isn't the magic mineral it's hyped up to be. In fact, taking it the wrong way, or without its two key partners, can actually waste your efforts and leave your body more depleted than before. So today I want to show you why you should stop relying on magnesium supplements at night and instead focus on these two specific vitamins that can literally rebuild your muscle tissue overnight while you sleep. This isn't some internet myth or quick fix supplement hack. It's pure biochemistry your body has been craving for years. Let's start with what's really happening in your body when you take magnesium before bed. You've probably heard that magnesium helps you relax, calms your nerves, and supports better sleep. That part is true. But what's missing from that advice is that magnesium doesn't work alone. It's like trying to build a house with only bricks and no cement. You can have plenty of magnesium in your system, but without the nutrients that activate it, your body can't use it properly. That's why so many people pop a magnesium pill every night, feel a little drowsy, but still wake up sore and exhausted. Because inside your cells, magnesium can't complete its role in muscle repair or energy production without the help of two critical vitamins, vitamin D3 and vitamin B6. Now here's the fascinating part. Your body repairs muscle not during the day when you're active, but while you sleep. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone and begins rebuilding the muscle fibers that were stressed or damaged during the day. That process requires magnesium, but magnesium is only effective when vitamin D3 and vitamin B6 are present. D3 helps your cells absorb and use magnesium efficiently, while B6 helps transport it into your muscle tissues and mitochondria, where it's actually needed. Without those two, magnesium can just float around unused and eventually get excreted. That's why you may still have muscle cramps, stiffness, or fatigue, even though your supplement label says high absorption magnesium. It's not what you take, it's what your body can use. Think of it like this: magnesium is the worker, vitamin D3 is the manager giving it direction, and vitamin B6 is the delivery truck that gets it to the construction site. If one of them is missing, the job doesn't get done. And when the job doesn't get done, your muscles don't repair overnight. Your energy reserves don't refill, and your next day starts at a deficit. This is why so many people over 40, especially those who exercise, complain that their muscles feel weaker, even though they're eating right and staying active. It's not age, it's nutrient synergy that's missing. Let's talk about vitamin D3 first, because this one is so underrated when it comes to muscle recovery. Most people think of D3 as the sunshine vitamin for bones and immunity, but it's also a direct signal for muscle regeneration. It triggers the production of proteins that repair damaged muscle fibers, and it controls how calcium and magnesium are used inside muscle cells. If your D3 levels are low, and for most people they are, especially in winter or if you stay indoors, you're basically locking magnesium out of your cells. You could take the best magnesium glycinate or citrate in the world, But without D3, it can't even enter the muscle tissue to do its job. That's why studies show that athletes with low vitamin D levels are more prone to injuries, slower recovery, and even chronic fatigue. Here's the twist. Taking D3 at night, not in the morning, actually helps with muscle rebuilding. Because your muscles regenerate when you sleep, D3 works synergistically with your body's nighttime repair cycle. It enhances the action of growth hormone, helping you wake up stronger and more refreshed. But you can't stop there, because D3 opens the door for magnesium and B6 drives it through. Vitamin B6, on the other hand, is the ultimate metabolic spark plug. It activates over 100 enzyme reactions in your body, many of which are directly linked to amino acid metabolism and protein synthesis, the two processes that literally build muscle tissue. If you're low in B6, your body can't convert the protein you eat into muscle repair materials. Instead, it gets stuck in limbo, often turning into waste or fat. B6 also helps regulate serotonin and melatonin production, improving your sleep quality naturally. So not only does it help your muscles recover, but it ensures you stay in deep restorative sleep long enough for that to happen. Most people don't realize that their nighttime muscle cramps, restless legs, or twitching are actually signs of a magnesium imbalance combined with low B6 levels. Your nervous system depends on both to calm electrical activity in the muscles. Without enough B6, magnesium can't cross cell membranes efficiently, leading to poor muscle relaxation and incomplete recovery. It's like charging your phone overnight with a broken cable. It might show it's plugged in, but by morning, the battery's still nearly dead. Imagine this scenario. You stop taking isolated magnesium pills and instead take a small dose of D3 and B6 together about an hour before bed. You eat a magnesium-rich dinner with foods like spinach, avocado, almonds, or pumpkin seeds. Then you let your body handle the rest. Overnight, the D3 boosts magnesium uptake, B6 shuttles it into your muscle cells, and your natural repair processes go into full swing. By morning, your muscles feel lighter, your joints less stiff, and your energy more stable. You didn't need more supplements. You just needed the right combination at the right time. Here's another overlooked detail. Most people take magnesium oxide or citrate supplements that irritate the stomach or pass through too quickly. Your body barely absorbs 30% of it. But when you get magnesium naturally from food, combined with active vitamins like D3 and B6, the absorption skyrockets. Whole foods like salmon, eggs, leafy greens, and chickpeas are already balanced with those nutrients in nature's perfect ratio. So, instead of loading your shelf with synthetic pills, you can rebuild your body every night just by aligning your nutrition with your body's clock. Let's dig a little deeper into what happens during that nighttime repair window. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body shifts from activity mode to regeneration mode. Your brain waves slow, your breathing deepens, and your body releases growth hormone. That hormone is responsible for triggering the rebuilding of muscle fibers and the repair of connective tissues. But growth hormone can't do its job in isolation. It needs cofactors like magnesium D3 and B6 to activate the enzymes that rebuild those tissues. So when one is missing, the entire chain of recovery is interrupted. That's why you may wake up sore after a workout or find that your muscles take days to bounce back. In older adults, this imbalance becomes even more critical As we age, our bodies lose the ability to absorb magnesium efficiently. Our skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight, and our metabolism for B6 slows down. The result? Slower healing, muscle loss, fatigue, and insomnia, all of which get blamed on getting older. But in reality, it's not aging, it's deficiency. Fixing those 3 nutrients can literally turn back the clock on how your body feels. Imagine going to bed tired, but waking up feeling like your muscles have been recharged overnight. That's what happens when you correct these imbalances. And here's the part nobody talks about magnesium works inside the mitochondria. The little energy factories of your cells. That's where it helps generate ATP, the molecule that powers every muscle contraction and repair process in your body. But mitochondria can't function properly without vitamin B6 to activate the enzymes inside them, and without vitamin D3 to regulate calcium and magnesium balance. So if you're feeling drained all day, it's not because you need more caffeine. It's because your mitochondria aren't firing efficiently. You can literally or reboot your cellular energy by feeding these nutrients together, especially before sleep when repair processes are most active. Let's talk food for a second, because supplements aren't always the answer. You can get B6 naturally from foods like bananas, salmon, chicken, and chickpeas. Vitamin D3 is in fatty fish like sardines, eggs, and even fortified milk. Pair that with magnesium, rich foods like dark chocolate, spinach, and pumpkin seeds, and you've got a perfect nutrient trio. If you eat a small, balanced meal with these in the evening, say a salmon and spinach salad with a sprinkle of seeds, you're giving your body the exact tools it needs to rebuild overnight. And remember, timing is everything. Taking these nutrients too early in the day wastes their regenerative potential. During the day, your body is in energy expenditure mode. It's burning, moving, and focusing outward. But at night, everything slows down and turns inward to healing. That's when your body diverts nutrients to the muscles and organs that need repair. So, when you take your D3 and B6 in the evening with a magnesium-rich meal, you're literally syncing with your body's natural circadian rhythm. That's how you optimize recovery without adding any extra supplements. You might be wondering, why not just keep taking magnesium and add these vitamins? Here's the thing, too much magnesium supplementation can actually throw off your mineral balance, leading to low calcium or potassium levels, which can worsen cramps and fatigue. Your body needs harmony, not overload. By focusing on the synergy between these vitamins and minerals, instead of high doses of any one thing, you allow your system to self-correct. It's the difference between pushing your body to perform and supporting it to restore itself naturally. So many people I've worked with told me that once they made this small switch, stopping their nightly magnesium pill and replacing it with D3 and B6, they noticed a dramatic change within a week. They slept deeper, their recovery after exercise improved, and even their mood stabilized. Because remember, B6 is also crucial for serotonin balance. When your mood improves, your stress hormones drop, and that creates an even better environment for muscle rebuilding. It's a full circle effect that starts with 2 tiny vitamins most people overlook. Your body doesn't need more chemicals, it needs coordination. Magnesium, D3, and B6 are like a symphony. Each one plays a different note, but when they come together in balance, your entire body hums in perfect rhythm. You can't just take magnesium and expect miracles if the other instruments are missing. Nature never designed your body to rely on isolated nutrients. It designed you to get them in harmony through real food, sunlight, and smart timing. Think about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. If you wake up groggy, with tight shoulders, heavy legs, or brain fog, that's your body's way of saying, I didn't finish repairing overnight. But if you start giving it the right support in the evening, D3 to open the gates, B6 to fuel the transport, and magnesium from food to do the work, you'll start noticing mornings feel different. You'll wake up lighter, calmer, more focused. That's not placebo. That's biology doing what it's supposed to do when you give it the right tools. So, next time you reach for that magnesium supplement, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, am I just feeding the symptom, or am I supporting the system? Because the truth is, your body doesn't need more magnesium. It needs the right partners to make it work. D3 and B6 are those missing partners that unlock the full potential of every nutrient you take. When you give your body that support before sleep, you're not just taking vitamins. You're activating your body's natural repair system. And that's how real overnight muscle recovery happens. The best part is, this approach doesn't cost more, doesn't require fancy supplements, and works regardless of age. Whether you're an athlete, a senior, or just someone who wants to feel stronger and more energetic, this simple change can transform your nights into your body's most powerful healing window. It's time to stop chasing quick fixes and start working with your biology. Because once you do, you'll realize that rebuilding muscle overnight isn't a miracle. It's just smart nutrition timed perfectly with nature's design. And when we start to look deeper into the bigger picture, it becomes clear that what truly defines our long-term strength, energy, and resilience isn't just what we eat or how much we supplement. It's when we nourish our bodies. Nutrient timing has a far more profound impact on aging, recovery speed, and muscle preservation than most people ever realize. Every system in your body operates according to an internal clock, your circadian rhythm, and that rhythm determines when your body digests, absorbs, repairs, and rebuilds. You can give your body the best nutrients in the world, but if you give them at the wrong time, you can lose up to half their potential benefits. That's why so many people keep taking supplements faithfully for years without seeing real transformation, because they're working against their body's natural timing instead of aligning with it. The human body is not a machine that functions the same at all hours of the day. During daylight, your metabolism is in a state of action, focus, and energy use. It's geared toward breaking down nutrients for immediate energy. At night, however, that system switches gears entirely. Your body shifts from energy output to energy restoration. That's when repair enzymes activate, cellular regeneration begins, and protein synthesis ramps up. This is why eating certain nutrients in the evening can completely change how your muscles rebuild overnight. It's not that your body doesn't use those nutrients during the day. It's that at night they get directed toward healing rather than performance. Aging, in essence, is the gradual slowing down of repair. The reason younger bodies bounce back so quickly after workouts, long days, or even illness is because their repair systems are still fast and efficient. As we age, this process slows, Not necessarily because our bodies can't repair, but because our nutrient timing becomes inconsistent with our biological rhythms. We eat at irregular hours, skip meals, take supplements in the morning when our absorption rates are lowest, and flood the body with energy when it's supposed to be winding down. Over years, this mismatch accelerates cellular wear and tear. It leads to reduced mitochondrial function, muscle loss, slower recovery, and that feeling of fatigue we often label as getting older. But the truth is, when you correct your nutrient timing, you can actually slow or even reverse much of that decline. Let's consider muscle preservation first, because this is one of the most noticeable effects of proper nutrient timing. Muscle isn't just about strength. It's a key driver of longevity. It controls blood sugar, protects bones, supports posture, and keeps metabolism high. But maintaining muscle after the age of 40 becomes a challenge. Not because we suddenly stop producing muscle protein, but because our recovery cycles get weaker. The body becomes less efficient at using amino acids, vitamins, and minerals to rebuild tissue. However, if you feed your body the right combination of nutrients, protein, magnesium, vitamin D3, B6, and omega-3s, at the time your repair hormones are active, you create an environment where muscle regeneration becomes far more effective, even in older adults. For example, research shows that protein synthesis peaks when amino acids are available in the bloodstream during the first few hours of sleep. That means if you eat a small protein-rich meal with supporting vitamins in the evening, your body can use those nutrients directly during its muscle repair phase. But if you eat all your protein earlier in the day, your body burns it for energy instead, leaving nothing left for rebuilding later. Similarly, magnesium and B6 help activate enzymes that convert amino acids into muscle tissue. But their peak utility happens when growth hormone is released during deep sleep. If you take them in the morning, most of that potential is wasted on maintaining energy and nerve function throughout the day. This synchronization between nutrient intake and the body's internal repair cycle is what determines how efficiently we age. The more aligned your nutrients are with your body clock, the better your recovery, muscle density, and vitality remain over time. People who eat late, night junk food, drink caffeine too late, or skip their evening meal altogether are unknowingly sabotaging their body's chance to repair itself. On the other hand, those who consume nutrient-dense, magnesium-rich, and vitamin-supported meals before bed wake up not just rested but restored. Their muscle tissue regenerates more completely, their metabolism stays higher, and their overall recovery from exercise or daily stress improves dramatically. But nutrient timing doesn't only affect muscles, it influences hormones that regulate aging itself. Take melatonin, for instance. It's not just a sleep hormone. It's also a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress. Melatonin production peaks at night, and when you eat the right nutrients before bed, especially those rich in tryptophan, B6, and magnesium, it amplifies melatonin synthesis naturally. This means deeper sleep, faster cell regeneration, and lower inflammation levels. The lower your inflammation, the slower your biological aging. This is how nutrient timing becomes an anti-aging tool. It strengthens the body's natural defense and repair cycles instead of forcing them. Recovery speed also depends heavily on this synchronization. After exercise or any form of physical stress, your body doesn't immediately start rebuilding. There's a short window where it prioritizes clearing out waste, balancing pH levels, and stabilizing electrolytes. Once that's done, repair begins. If your body lacks key nutrients during that window, particularly D3, magnesium, and amino acids, the repair slows. But if those nutrients are available at night, right when the body's anabolic hormones peak, recovery becomes faster and more complete. That's why people who eat nutrient-rich dinners or take targeted vitamins before bed often report waking up feeling less sore and more energized after a workout. Over time, this difference adds up. Think about it like compound interest for your health. Every night your body either invests in repair or skips it. If you consistently give your body the right materials during its repair hours, you build stronger tissues, healthier mitochondria, and more resilient cells. But if you deprive it, either through poor nutrition or bad timing, you accumulate microscopic damage that eventually shows up as aging skin, stiff joints, fatigue, and muscle weakness. Most people don't notice it happening day by day, but over years, that imbalance between energy expenditure and repair efficiency becomes visible in every part of the body. When your nutrient timing is dialed in, though, you start to see what aging should look like. Steady strength, clear focus, and faster recovery even as the years pass. Your body learns to work with time instead of against it. For instance, when you eat magnesium and vitamin-rich foods in the evening, your cortisol levels drop, reducing nighttime stress. Lower cortisol means there's less protein breakdown, which preserves lean muscle. Meanwhile, your growth hormone, D3 activity, and mitochondrial repair processes increase, ensuring that the energy you use during the day is fully restored. You're not just preventing decline, you're rebuilding continuously. It's fascinating how even small changes in timing can make such a huge difference. Something as simple as switching your supplement routine from morning to evening can transform your energy levels. Taking D3 and B6 before bed helps direct magnesium and calcium to your muscles instead of leaving them circulating in your bloodstream. Eating your last meal a few hours before sleep gives your digestive system time to process nutrients before your body enters deep rest, allowing those vitamins and minerals to be available right when tissue repair begins. It's all about rhythm because your cells operate like instruments in an orchestra. When every note plays at the right moment, your body performs beautifully. When they're out of sync, it creates internal noise, fatigue, soreness, poor sleep, slow recovery, and premature aging. This concept even extends to mental recovery. Your brain, just like your muscles, goes through nightly restoration. Nutrients like magnesium, B6, and omega-3s help rebuild the myelin sheaths that protect your neurons and regulate neurotransmitter function. If you nourish your brain before sleep, it processes memories more efficiently, clears out toxins, and maintains focus for the next day. Over time, this consistent repair reduces brain fog and cognitive decline. In contrast, poor nutrient timing, especially eating sugar or processed foods late at night, triggers inflammation that slows both mental and physical recovery. Now, let's consider how nutrient timing interacts with hormones like insulin and growth hormone. During the day, insulin levels rise and fall with meals, guiding nutrients into cells for energy. At night, insulin levels drop and growth hormone takes over. If you consume too many carbohydrates before bed, insulin stays high, which suppresses growth hormone release and delays muscle recovery. But if you focus on protein, healthy fats, and micronutrients like D3 and B6, insulin stays stable while growth hormone activates efficiently. This is the foundation of nutrient timing for longevity. It's not about restriction, but coordination. Aging accelerates when your repair systems are constantly playing catch up. That's why older adults often struggle with chronic fatigue and longer recovery times. Their body's rhythm is out of tune. By re-establishing a proper timing pattern, you can essentially reset your biological clock. You can encourage your body to release the right hormones at the right times, absorb nutrients more effectively, and rebuild tissue as if it were years younger. This doesn't happen overnight, but after several weeks of consistent nutrient timing, your body starts responding differently. Sleep deepens, soreness fades faster, digestion improves, and even your mood becomes more stable. It's also worth mentioning that nutrient timing affects not only recovery speed, but the quality of recovery. Your body can go through the motions of sleep without actually entering the deep restorative phases necessary for tissue regeneration. Without those phases, you might sleep 8 hours and still wake up drained. But when your body has the nutrients it needs before rest, particularly those that support neurotransmitter production like B6 and magnesium, it enters deeper sleep stages more easily. That's where the real healing happens. Over time, this creates a cycle of efficient recovery that supports everything from muscle tone to heart health. If you've ever met someone who seems to age slower than everyone else, who stays strong, active, and sharp well into their 60s or 70s, it's not just genetics. More often than not, it's lifestyle rhythm. They eat consistently, sleep deeply, and unknowingly practice nutrient timing. Their bodies stay in sync with nature's rhythm, using every night as an opportunity for renewal. They don't necessarily take more supplements, they simply take them smarter. That's the hidden power of timing. It multiplies the effectiveness of everything else you do for your health. When you look at the science of longevity, everything points back to energy balance and cellular repair. Mitochondrial decline is one of the first signs of aging, and it's directly influenced by how you feed your body in relation to your circadian rhythm. Mitochondria regenerate at night, but only when provided with the right nutrients: magnesium for energy production, B6 for enzyme activation, D3 for calcium regulation, and antioxidants for cellular defense. By optimizing your nutrient intake in the hours leading up to sleep, you give your mitochondria everything they need to function like those in a much younger body. Over months and years, this adds up to remarkable results: slower muscle loss, faster healing after exercise, more stable energy during the day, and better protection against the oxidative damage that drives aging. Nutrient timing doesn't just improve how you feel, it changes how your body ages. It preserves lean mass, protects bone density, sharpens brain function, and strengthens your immune system by maintaining the integrity of your repair cycles. Every night becomes a quiet investment into your future strength. So while most people focus only on what to eat or which supplement to buy, the real secret lies in when you nourish your body by aligning your nutrient timing with your body's natural repair window. You're not fighting against aging, you're cooperating with time itself. And when that happens, you don't just live longer, you live stronger, recover faster, and wake up every morning feeling like your body is truly on your side again. And that brings us to one of the most overlooked yet powerful aspects of recovery: how the composition of your evening meal shapes what happens inside your body while you sleep. You see, it's not only about which nutrients you take, but about how they interact together during those crucial hours before bed. Your last meal of the day is like setting the coordinates for your body's nighttime repair mission. The foods you eat in the evening determine whether your muscles wake up stronger, your joints feel looser, and your energy tanks are full, or whether you drag yourself out of bed still sore, stiff, and unrefreshed. Most people think of dinner as just another meal, but it's actually the trigger that either accelerates or slows down your body's overnight regeneration. Every night, when you drift into deep sleep, your body enters its most active repair mode. It rebuilds muscle fibers, restores cellular membranes, balances hormones, and flushes out toxins. But this process requires raw materials, and those materials come directly from the nutrients circulating in your bloodstream. If your evening meal is heavy, processed, or nutrient poor, your body spends the night struggling to digest rather than repair. Instead of channeling energy into rebuilding tissue, it's forced to deal with excess fat, sugar, or sodium, which not only delays muscle recovery, but also interferes with growth hormone release. That's why people who eat late or eat the wrong types of food at night often feel bloated, groggy, and weak the next morning. Their bodies were busy firefighting, not rebuilding. When you think about efficient muscle repair, three main nutrient categories matter most: proteins, healthy fats, and supportive micronutrients like magnesium, vitamin D3, B6, and potassium. These aren't random choices. They each play a distinct role in how your muscles heal. Protein provides the amino acids that form new muscle fibers. Fats regulate hormones that control tissue growth. And micronutrients act like sparks that activate enzymes and chemical reactions involved in recovery. The trick is to balance them in a way that's light enough to not burden digestion, but rich enough to keep your body fueled all night long. Let's start with protein, the foundation of muscle repair. During sleep, your body breaks down and rebuilds muscle protein continuously. This cycle is called protein turnover, and it's one of the main reasons why adequate nighttime protein is critical for preserving lean muscle, especially as we age. But not all protein sources are equal when it comes to evening meals. Heavy meats or processed proteins can overload your digestion and keep your body busy when it should be resting. Instead, lean proteins like fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, or plant-based options like lentils or chickpeas work far better. They digest more slowly and release amino acids steadily through the night, giving your muscles a constant supply of repair material. Studies have even shown that casein protein, found in dairy, can boost overnight muscle synthesis when taken before bed, because it's slow digesting, offering a steady trickle of nutrients during deep sleep cycles. But protein alone isn't enough. You need to pair it with the right fats to stabilize hormones and extend nutrient availability. Healthy fats like those in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil play a crucial role in maintaining cell membrane integrity, which directly affects how your muscles absorb amino acids and minerals. They also slow the absorption of other nutrients just enough to prevent energy crashes or hunger pangs during the night. More importantly, Dietary fats help the body synthesize anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, both of which drive muscle repair and regeneration. Without adequate fat, your hormonal environment becomes unbalanced, and even the best protein intake won't fully translate into muscle gain or recovery. Now, here's where micronutrients truly make or break your overnight repair process. Minerals like magnesium and potassium help relax muscles and reduce nighttime cramps, ensuring deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Magnesium, as we discussed earlier, activates enzymes that drive muscle protein synthesis and energy production within cells. Potassium, on the other hand, maintains proper fluid balance inside muscle tissue, preventing dehydration that can lead to tightness or soreness by morning. And when you combine these minerals with vitamin B6, you improve their absorption and ensure your body can convert amino acids into usable repair compounds efficiently. Vitamin D3 is equally essential in this equation. It regulates calcium balance and enhances the uptake of magnesium into muscle cells, amplifying the effects of both. It also interacts with melatonin, the sleep hormone, to enhance the quality of deep sleep where most repair happens. That's why eating foods rich in D3, such as salmon, sardines, or eggs, during dinner can quietly enhance how your body rebuilds overnight. The synergy between these nutrients is powerful. They don't just add up. They multiply each other's effects. But timing and portion size are just as critical as the nutrient content. Eating too close to bedtime can force your body to prioritize digestion over restoration, delaying the onset of deep sleep. On the other hand, eating too early might leave you hungry later, spiking cortisol and disrupting your rest. The sweet spot is usually 2 to 3 hours before sleep. That gives your digestive system time to break down the meal, release nutrients into the bloodstream, and set the stage for the repair phase that begins once melatonin peaks. Now imagine your evening meal as a carefully tuned recipe for recovery. Start with a clean, high-quality protein source like grilled salmon or lentils. Add a side of magnesium-rich greens, spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. Include a slow burning carbohydrate like quinoa, sweet potato, or brown rice to provide a steady flow of glucose that supports cellular repair without spiking insulin. Then drizzle a bit of olive oil or sprinkle crushed flax seeds for those essential fats. Finish it off with a food rich in vitamin B6 like chickpeas or bananas. And you've created the perfect pre-sleep recovery formula. The beauty of this kind of meal is that it not only fuels your muscles, but also stabilizes your hormones and nervous system, ensuring your body stays in a calm, anabolic state all night. High sugar or processed foods do the opposite. They trigger insulin spikes that lower growth hormone levels and disrupt sleep cycles. Many people unknowingly sabotage their recovery with late night desserts or alcohol, thinking it helps them unwind, when in fact it prevents their body from entering true restorative sleep. Alcohol, for instance, might make you feel sleepy initially, but it interferes with REM cycles, dehydrates the body, and limits protein synthesis. Even a few drinks in the evening can reduce muscle repair efficiency by up to 30%, according to several studies. Hydration also plays a role in meal composition. Your body loses water through respiration and sweat even as you sleep. A mild level of dehydration can impair nutrient transport and slow down recovery. But you don't want to flood your system with water right before bed either. A small glass of mineral water or a magnesium rich electrolyte drink about an hour after dinner is ideal. It replenishes essential minerals and ensures the nutrients you ate are distributed efficiently throughout the body. As we age, digestion slows down and nutrient absorption becomes less efficient, which makes evening meal composition even more important. Older adults often eat smaller dinners or skip them entirely to avoid indigestion, but that can backfire. Without a steady flow of nutrients before bed, the body lacks what it needs to maintain muscle mass overnight. The result is gradual muscle atrophy, slower metabolism, and weaker recovery. Instead of skipping dinner, the solution is to make it lighter but more nutrient-dense. Smaller portions, softer proteins like fish or tofu, cooked vegetables for easier digestion, and healthy fats for hormone balance. This supports recovery without overloading the digestive system. Another critical part of meal composition is avoiding inflammation, triggering foods in the evening. Fried foods, processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and excessive salt all increase systemic inflammation, which directly interferes with muscle repair. Inflammation diverts the body's resources from building tissue toward fighting internal irritation. If you've ever felt swollen, puffy, or stiff in the morning, that's your body reacting to inflammatory meals. By choosing anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, olive oil, and leafy greens, you create a healing internal environment. These compounds calm inflammation and allow repair enzymes to work at full capacity overnight. Even your cooking methods matter. Lightly steamed or grilled foods preserve nutrients better than deep, fried, or overly processed options. Cooking vegetables lightly maintains their magnesium and potassium content, while overcooking can destroy heat-sensitive vitamins like B6. The goal is to make digestion smooth so that your body can focus energy on repair rather than wasteful breakdown. When digestion runs smoothly, you fall asleep faster and reach deep sleep sooner, the exact window when muscle rebuilding peaks. Another overlooked aspect of meal composition is the role of fiber and gut health. A balanced gut microbiome ensures efficient nutrient absorption, especially for vitamins like D3 and B6, including moderate amounts of fiber from vegetables, seeds, or small portions of whole grains at dinner helps nourish beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce compounds like short-chain fatty acids that support anti-inflammatory responses and improve sleep quality indirectly. However, too much fiber or heavy legumes too close to bedtime can cause bloating or gas, disrupting sleep. The key is balance. A small portion of cooked vegetables and easily digestible fiber is enough to support your gut and prepare your body for rest. Temperature also plays a subtle role. Warm meals signal relaxation to the body, helping lower cortisol levels and preparing you for sleep. Cold, raw meals late in the day can have the opposite effect, stimulating digestion and keeping your system alert longer than needed. This is why traditional cultures often have warm soups, stews, or herbal teas at night. They soothe the digestive tract, ease muscle tension, and help your body transition into a restorative state. A small mug of warm golden milk made with turmeric and a pinch of black pepper is an excellent natural nightcap for enhancing muscle recovery. It provides magnesium, trace minerals, and anti-inflammatory compounds in one soothing drink. Beyond food composition, the environment in which you eat your evening meal also matters. Eating under stress, in front of screens, or in a rush activates your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode, which slows digestion and reduces nutrient uptake. If your body is tense, even the best meal won't repair you efficiently because digestion becomes incomplete. Taking time to eat slowly, breathe deeply, and enjoy your food allows your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, to take over. This ensures your body fully absorbs and uses the nutrients you're providing it for recovery. Your evening meal essentially programs how your body will spend the next 8 hours. A clean, balanced, and nutrient-rich dinner signals your body to repair, regenerate, and strengthen. A heavy processed or sugary meal signals it to struggle, detoxify, and fight inflammation. That's the difference between waking up restored or waking up exhausted. Over time, this nightly pattern compounds. Every good meal builds resilience, while every poor one chips away at it. If you start aligning your dinners with your body's biological needs, you'll notice changes that go far beyond muscle recovery. Your sleep becomes deeper, your digestion smoother, and your energy more stable during the day. You'll notice you don't crave as much caffeine or sugar because your body actually replenishes its energy naturally overnight. Your muscles feel fuller, stronger, and less sore because they're being rebuilt efficiently, and your mood improves as your hormones stabilize. Proper evening meal composition is not about dieting. It's about synchronization. It's about feeding your body exactly what it needs when it needs it most. When your last meal of the day supports rest and recovery instead of working against it, you transform every night into a silent workshop of healing and rejuvenation. You give your muscles the fuel to rebuild, your cells the tools to repair, and your body the peace it needs to restore itself from within.